Hi, and welcome to today's edition of ISM's Quick Tips podcast series. I'm Martin Kelly, President of ISM's Insurance Agency. Managing risk by understanding your insurance policy is critical and is today's topic. One way to manage risk is to transfer the risk to someone else. The most common form of this approach is the purchase of insurance. For a fee or premium, you transfer the responsibility to pay for a loss, less any deductible, to an insurance company. In order to successfully transfer risk, however, you must understand what you're buying and what you're not buying. Reading and understanding the following 5 sections of your insurance policy, not merely relying on your broker, is critical to a proper understanding of which risks are and are not covered. These 5 are the declarations page, insuring clause, definitions, exclusions, and rights and duties. Let's look at each of these in some detail. The declarations page, often the first page in your policy, will outline who is covered, in other words, the school, faculty, volunteers, etc., what is covered, acts of negligence, accident claims, buildings, limits of coverage and your deductible. A $1 million annual aggregate may be reflected with a $2,000 deductible, and term of coverage, when your policy begins and when it ends. The second section, the insuring clause, will in narrative form explain in detail who's insured for what occurrence, and usually includes any buybacks or optional coverages purchased, such as cyber liability. These, however, may be listed in a separate section, but regardless, be aware of them. Critical terms such as eligible person and eligible claim listed throughout the policy will often be capitalized and are always bolded. These are all listed in the definition section. If any are unclear, ask your broker to explain. The fourth section, exclusions. This will of course list those things not insured, such as a loss due to war. While typically true that if a risk or exposure is not excluded per se, it is then included. That said, if there are any specific risks you're concerned about, and you do not see them specifically included or excluded, call and again ask your broker. Number 5, non-renewal termination section. This will explain both your rights and the carrier's rights to end the relationship. Finally, the rights and duties section. This will clarify what rights you have under the policy, such as to have your claims responded to within 30 days, and your duties, in other words, to report any claim or even threat of claim as soon as reasonably possible. It's important to know that some policies may look to exclude coverage if you do not comply with these duties. So by purchasing an insurance company policy, you are establishing a legal and contractual relationship with that company via this document. So be sure that you understand your policy and that you are in fact transferring all the risks as you intended to. Do this now rather than at time of claim. Thanks again for joining us for today's Quick Tips podcast, series from ISM, and we hope that this has provided you with some helpful information. If you would like to learn more about insurance policies in general, please contact me at martin@isminc.com or subscribe to our monthly management e-risk letter at isminc.com/eletters. I look forward to speaking with you in the future.